What is going on, everybody? Welcome in to the ShotQuality Live BetCast. I am Justin Perry. That's Alec Musa down there. Moose, give the people a wave, a salute. We love it. Coming to you live with the ShotQuality BetCast, Bet Center. Everything already pulled up. We are here. We had a great first episode on Tuesday where we did exactly this a week ago, and we had a really great result. On Thursday, there were really no games. But we did like a little explainer. So if you haven't really figured out what's going on here yet, there is a really nice explainer video on YouTube. But let's waste no time. We are here for just 45 minutes. Let's get right into the ShotQuality Bets Score Center. You have it on your screen. We have games starting to go to the half a little bit, Moose. Let's just take a quick scroll through and see what we see. I have been told that a few games are acting up. So I want to make sure you're going to be like my are the games working I guess, boss, Musa. Is that okay? You got to tell me, like, shoot me a message if games slow down.
Yeah, absolutely. It comes with the data providers we have. Sometimes it has a little hiccups, but it usually does eventually update. Like Florida, Michigan was taking some time there. It was stuck at the 5-minute marker, but the data's flowing in, and it's got 7 seconds left before it hits halftime on the Score Center in a game that just hit half. So we're right there with it.
We're right there. Good. All right. And that's going to happen sometimes. That's what happens when you're trying to get live data as fast as possible through a site, and there's over like 20 games on right now. So we have a glorious slate. Let's get right in, Moose. I mean, Winthrop, South Carolina, it looked like it just jumped on the update. So we got to be a little careful where it looks like we need to reload the site just to make sure things are working right. So this
a lot of times it updates on it. Well, not a lot of times. Mostly it updates by itself, but sometimes it's safe to refresh it yourself. Florida just hit half, up 38-37. I think that's probably the first game we should talk about if you can find it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's all the way updated. They just hit a 3 at the buzzer. So we're showing 0-0-0, triple zeros, but Florida is up 38-37 on a spread that closed with the Gators favored about 2.5. And Florida should be up double digits.
All right, we got it. You don't got to convince me, Musa. Bet number 1 going in. We're going to post it in the comments. And I think what we're going to do next week, or maybe even on Thursday, we're going to have a live document that will show the bets as they come in so you can all follow along really easily. But we are going to go ahead and take our first bet right now on Florida against the spread. So I'm actually currently in Colorado. I literally been snowboarding all day. So a little bit of a different sportsbook experience for me. I got to make sure my stuff's working. Yeah, I'm going to be using Caesars tonight. It's the only sportsbook I have here in Colorado operating. So you guys should all shop lines. Make sure you're getting the best prices. But with running the show and trying to make the plays, we're just going to probably use one book each. So Moose, what are you getting on Florida?
So I use an app called BetStamp. Brought it up last time. I'm seeing minus 2.5, already up 1. So just got to win the second half by a couple points on Bet Rivers. Now, again, some books are legal in other states, in some states, and they're not legal in other states. That's par for the course. Just line shop, and I find 2.5 minus 110. While Sahara Bets, which is an Arizona book, has the same line at minus 130. Pretty big difference there. So I'm going to go ahead and place it on
minus 115 on Caesars, and I don't really have much of a choice but to take that. So that's what I'm going with. I'm playing 0.01 or $10 bets. We did really well last time. I almost won $100. So that's the goal again today. Again, we're just sitting here trying to explain what this data is all about. So there's one. We're not going to dilly-dally too long, Moose. Let's
it's updated now. They should have won that. They should have scored 4 more points than expected, while Michigan scored way more points than expected. I'm liking the Gators here a lot. And I know Maximilian, our boy, who's been just eating, is on the Gators. So this makes me feel even better, to be honest with you.
We are placing your bet, Emperor.
Dude, they're so kind. They know all the right words, the buzzwords to get me to keep coming back.
Oh, yeah. Well, the swipe up's a little weird. But anyway, I literally told Allie that last night at the VIP suite. But watching the Mavs, we're here for college basketball, though, guys. All right, Cornell, Siena. This game, another one. I mean, I don't know, Moose. We're rapid firing, right? We're not really holding back. We're the example. You guys at home can use extra, motivations or data points, but we're just going to be using ShotQuality Live data. So I see a little down arrow here. Cornell expected to be scoring less, not by much, but this is really Siena really struggling with shots. I expect them to kind of battle back a little bit. I know there's been a lot of people down on Siena. I would bet this is probably a pretty generous line. Anything you're seeing out there, Moose? I can find.
I'm pulling it up right now. What's pretty cool too is like everyone uses either ESPN or the Score app, and a lot of these small mid-major teams, they don't have play-by-play, so they update usually at the timeout. Our stats right here are actually more current than what I'm seeing on the Score app.
Right.
Score app, I'm
Siena
seeing
Saints.
39-26 instead of 41-26, which is awesome.
19.5 I got on Siena Saints last time.
You bet on them a couple times this year, right? They're a little banged up, no? Or
they've gotten some players back. Tenkin and Ely are both back.
they have guys. Like there's some decent players on that team.
They were supposed to be a lot better. They've definitely been a letdown to start the season, like fallen to one of the worst teams in KenPom, but shot quality still thinks these shots should be falling, guys. Like that's just the truth of the matter. Like we can sit here and talk about how good or bad they are, but this is about the live data. So I'm just going to reload for posterity's sake here. Scroll to the top, and we're just talking these 7 p.m. games. Look like Stephen F. Austin is frozen, unfortunately. Vanderbilt, Western Carolina at the half. Looks like we have a really nice bet here on Vanderbilt. So we're going to go ahead and put our third bet of the day on Vanderbilt. I'm going to tell you what I'm getting right now. I see +1.5 as the live spread. They're supposed to be winning by 7. This is a really nice spot. I'm paying -115, which is fine. So $11.5 into 21.5. We are in. Musa, you coming with me on that one?
Oh, man. After I've had a little debacle with Notre Dame early on, so I'm going to have to go ahead and maybe wait a little bit longer just because these teams, man, I don't know. I'm right now. I'm just sitting with Florida right now. But I mean, what'd you go last week? What was your record?
13-4.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is unbelievable. Like, let's be really clear here. That's probably not happening again. I would love it. Hopefully, you guys would love it too. I know you would. But let's not even waste too much time talking about past results. They barely matter. Let's talk about this game right here. A double cold, Moose. Both teams cold. 74 expected points. Winthrop definitely shoots. I think we found a live over, our first total.
I think we did too, just because this is something I realized earlier or this weekend. I sent all my plays in the Discord after the fact. I've been trying to update. It's a lot of work. I got stuff to do on the weekend. I got, betting all these games is tough live, but it is fun. And something I realized especially is the shot quality score is very important. That's still a lot of points. That's 74 points expected, and you expect more points in the second half. So it might just be 13 points of value. So sometimes I like to cut off at 15, but that's good. Let's do it. What do you got? What number?
I just played 130. I just played 130.
130. Okay, I gotta find that. I am right there with you. I do like this play a lot. But I remember there was a game last weekend against Utah State played against South Dakota, and they scored like 105 points in the first half, and shot quality expected like 80, which is a big drop off. But then again, like 80 is still a damn good amount of points. So I like it. 74 is a lot of points at the half or expected to score. And it's a close game. Hopefully free throws come up late. Winthrop's a good team too.
They are. I could see this one getting some second half points. Let's keep scrolling. We have 4 plays in right now. If you're joining us a little bit late, this is something we're going to bring to the show. I'm going to continuously recap the card until we get that little graphic or the document going. Florida Gators -3. This is all me. I have all these on my app. I'm betting what I'm saying.
with him on the Gators.
Yep.
Go Gators.
Siena Saints +19.5. Vanderbilt Commodores +1.5. Over 130 for Western Carolina Catamounts and Vanderbilt. Oh, did I bet the wrong game? God damn it. So this is
I was just about to say something. I was like 130. I got 133.5.
Okay. I'm cashing out and losing 35 cents for my error. I'm fine with that. We're going to go get the right play. So this is the problem, guys. You're seeing it. You're getting the entertainment of it all. So we're looking for Winthrop, South Carolina, and I literally just clicked on the wrong game.
Yeah,
so,
over 134. I got that at Bet Rivers for -120. Now on BetStamp, I'm seeing 134.5 as low as -109.
Yeah, at the half, I think you're fine to get in on it.
I'll sell the half point for -120, honestly. But everyone each their own. So
yeah. Where is it? I don't have a second half line at Caesars yet. Let me see if my PPH book has it, because I'm not missing out on it.
We got some weird scores. Merrimack, Cincinnati, 17-27 at the half. What does shot quality say about that game?
Merrimack. Let's find it.
Dude, 17-27. Cincinnati's not a bad scoring team.
No, they're not. There we go. Oh, that's an over. Musa, you found one. but it's
That
really
is no,
Merrimack.
that's 16 points worth of. You liking it or no?
I like it. I mean, you gotta trust the points per shot expected to be higher for both teams. You're probably gonna get a really nice number. I think we can go in here. I'm still not getting Winthrop Eagles, South Carolina on Caesars. I'm trying to pull up another sports book and do this live, but you're seeing some of the risk of doing it without like the meticulousness that betting truly deserves. So while we're here, like, doing this live, having a good time, probably making a mistake or two, you guys should obviously be as cautious as possible and make sure that you're clicking on the right thing. But all right, pulling up Winthrop. Let me see. Winthrop Eagles. Let's see. What do I got?
I'm getting this game, Merrimack at 117.5 on FanDuel at -116. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on that one. Dude, that's 17-27 is ludicrous. One game that hit this weekend that was pretty awesome was over 100.5 in the St. Mary's game. Did you see that score at half against UNLV in Phoenix or in Glendale? The score was like 15-20. So these halves can't hit even when the score is this low, as long as shot quality agrees with it for sure. So I'm trying to find Merrimack right now on FanDuel. There it is, 117.5 -113 actually. So it's a little bit better than I thought it was.
Nice.
I have a $5 free bet.
This is
I'm not going to use it.
I got 116.5 -115. So this is a crazy amount of games. Like we are not like backing down. You guys saw the schedule if you got the email. There are like 20 games on right now. So there's a lot on the bone. So let's just keep going.
It's a fun time to be alive. That's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of games at the half. So let's just hit them. Chattanooga Gardner Webb kind of screaming over. Chattanooga massively under.
Oh, it's 100% screaming over.
But do you think I think it's both the over and Chattanooga. So I think we have a double halftime play here.
Well, when it comes to the halftime lines, I'm curious to see what they're giving Chattanooga. I mean, like if they're giving them a couple points, let's see. Chattanooga plus 4.5. So they must have been favored pretty big.
3 on Caesars. So shop fellas.
They were favored for this. So the Vegas agrees that Chattanooga should win the second half pretty convincingly. Has them as -5.5.
Yeah.
I'm just going to play the over here at 137. It closed at 146.5, but dude, that's a lot of points.
If you can get 4.5, Musa, you should be taking 4.5. I see 3. I see 2.5. If you can get 4.5, that's a nice number.
I see that on FanDuel.
Yeah, I would touch up 4.5. I'm not
even though they were still projected to lose the first half. I know it was supposed to be closer than in 8 points, but 8-3. I feel like we're still in the same realm of Chattanooga expected to lose the game if it paces the way it's going.
Sure.
But they are the better team as well.
I get that. But it's supposed to be a lot closer than it is, so expecting them to kind of come back. All right, let's just go with the over. We won't double up. Let's go back to the over here. I'm seeing 137 on one spot.
Yep.
And I'm seeing 136.5 for only 2 cents more on my local book. So I'm going to play that. So 136.5, another 11-12 buck bet to win 10. I always play to win. It just makes things a little bit easier at the end of the day, I find. But everyone's, of course, entitled to their own methods. I like, of course, betting this small. This is still very new. I think, as we all get into it, we'll maybe start betting more. I'll start betting more. But let's take a little quick interjection. Michael Lefkowitz in the chat. What's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. Really great question. So we are currently showing the full version of Sight. Why would we do this without all the data we can give you in the show? But when you sign up for a ShotQuality Bets account, the way it works, and I was part of this, and we're maybe trying to bring in more, but the way it works is that standard members who pay for the tools and the projections, they get one game, well, not one game, sorry. They get any game that has a unique start time. So you go look at any schedule. If there is a college basketball game, let's say it starts at 10 a.m., like we had a game today, really nice early game, you're going to get that. Let's say there's a nightcap, 1 a.m., you're watching the Hawaii game, you're trying to chase your bets, you're going to get that. But if there's a massive slate at 7, the idea is that there's so many games on that you probably don't need the companion app as much. Now, we're maybe proving you otherwise, but this is some of our most valuable data. Obviously, the show is out here trying to show off how well it can do. So great question. Make sure it's all out there for everybody. Let's keep betting. This looks really, really solid. I'm not going to play on Central Connecticut. Maybe, I mean, on the under here, maybe Northeastern. They were expected to win this game. Central Connecticut kind of holding up, but I don't know. Is that enough of a margin for us, Musa? Is 7 enough, or are we looking for a little bit more out here?
Probably a little bit more. I mean, we're saying that Central Connecticut's just missing by a couple possessions while Northeastern's right where they should be. So I would go ahead and pass on that. But then again, there's a guy, our Discord, we have smart people in the Discord.
Sure.
Card Addict, I believe I just started talking to him about a couple days ago. He's hit 2 bets the last 2 days on teams that were favored to win, that are winning or losing at the half, regardless of the points. At Bowling Green today, and yesterday it was Jacksonville. So
Alabama
everyone should have their own ways of going about it.
So yeah, and here's something that I go about it with, guys. Alabama State, while shot quality is saying they should be in it, you need to have a special caveat for these bottom 20 teams in college basketball, especially when they're playing a team like USC, who very likely is just absolutely dominating them. Obviously, we're not watching the film, but I wouldn't go in and say, oh, Alabama State, down 12 from their shot quality, let's go bet on them. It might honestly be a really great play, but I think certain teams on the road, this is at home. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but in general, we did it last week too. I don't know if you remember, Moose. We skipped on an Alcorn play. It didn't work out. I have that same gut feeling here. So personally, we'll be passing on this one, but by the numbers is a spot you would consider, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I remember last week I took Alabama A&M against LSU as I was just working my numbers. What do we got here?
Is Indiana going to mount a comeback on Morehead State? This game's not on this. I don't know if it's a 7 o'clock.
No, but we're talking 10 minutes and 32 seconds left. That's enough time for positive regression for Indiana, probably. But at the same time, we're talking they should be winning by 2 when they're down.
You can
13.
get plus 3.5.
So they still Indiana needs to score 10 more points than Morehead State in the last 10 minutes in a game where shot quality has this back and forth. I know they don't have Johnny Broom anymore, those kind of guys.
Oh, it's 7.5. My app hadn't updated. Dang you, Caesars. 7.5. I mean,
now it's interesting. Now that changes everything.
Right. That's a big number. They should figure this out at the end of this game. I'm gonna do it. This is a bet. I think it's bet number 6 or 7 already. We're gonna take it straight. We're gonna see how it goes. This is an interesting experiment, right? How does a later in the game go? We like broadcasting at this time because it gives you a really nice window into those 7 p.m. games to catch it when there's been enough shots to get some good SQ data, and also enough time for things to regress back to the expectation that shot quality has. So this might be a little short, but and I missed the 7.5. It's back to 5.5. I'm still going to touch it up. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Look, there's no shame in playing small, trying new things, figuring out what works, and eventually, think about it, Musa. In 5 weeks, how much better we're going to be at using this because we're here every day. How much better people in the audience are going to be at judging our picks. Probably, oh, you idiots, stop taking things with 10 minutes left. So we're going to scroll back to the top and we're going to run through again.
Well, here's one I want you to look at. This one's interesting to me, and I want your thoughts on this. Tennessee State, Indiana State. Tennessee State is down 4 at the half. A good Indiana Sycamores team, projected to be up 5. They closed as 17-point dogs. You can get them at 14 points, so you're selling 3 points, knowing that they outscored Indiana State. Still. What do you think?
14 still. Yeah, I'm with that. Oh, my Indiana bet didn't place. It changed to 8.5.
That's one thing also I've learned is sometimes I like to wait for the timeout too to think about it. Some games you can follow the play-by-play and see when the timeout comes out.
Moose, I can't watch games and do this. I would need 20 screens.
Oh, I know. I know. But those games are a lot. Indiana should be on TV somewhere.
Let's go.
Oh, okay, Curtis.
Boogie Ellis hurt. Oh, might help. This is a good question. Any chance of women's college basketball betting model gets added to the site? Definitely something we're working on. I know that we do have women's data, but no projection model yet. Next projection model coming out is likely going to be working on NBA because obviously we want that as fast as possible.
I'm gonna get on Tennessee State though. The 39 points is a lot, and I know they have a former top prospect on their team. I forgot.
The show moves fast, people.
No, it's moving very fast because then we need to look at the Presbyterian line and Furman. I know that game already just tipped off the second half, but I think we had Presbyterian winning the first half over Furman, and they're down like 11. So I'm going to try to find that real quick.
I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Sorry for the.
If they're down 14, supposed to be up 4. I'm going to try to find the live number here. I don't know much about Presbyterian. I know more about Tennessee State than I do.
I played Furman pregame, so I love seeing this. I also don't love seeing this. I might take the.
You can get Presbyterian 18.5 points. They closed at 14, so you're getting 4 more points of value in a game where they should be up 4-ish.
Musa, you are speaking the language, my man. I think this is a bet. I think this is a bet.
I think it is too. I'm going to grab 18.5. It might be more than that. I'm seeing that at DraftKings. If you're a DraftKings feller, I do not have any money in that one. Or in 4 other books currently.
Hey, that's pretty good. I mean, the more books you have, the more outs you get, the better your chances are getting the best line. And that's just the end of the day truth. So, all right, we're going 10. Oh, it just dropped to 13.5 from 16 on me. This is such a funny game we play, Musa.
I'm trying to find it right now.
I got 16. Oh, I got 18. Jesus, this thing just is flying around. I'm getting in. Up 16 again. Jesus.
I got 18 at MGM.
I bet you're going to lose 18. I bet you're going to not get 18.
I'm going as quick as I can. I got to put in my password. My screen's broken, so I can't.
I just got 18. Up to 18. This is ridiculous. What a silly betting idea. I mean, look, it's fun, and I think it shows you the power of it. But we, us here, this is gonna be crazy. So really excited about it. Let's take a second though, Musa. Unless you have something else.
No, I'm waiting. Presbyterian went in barely, but it got there.
Okay, so let's talk about what we've played. I'll zoom out for the people if they want to see some other games right now. I guess that's not really good. You can't see all the data, but there's a few scores if you want to zoom in on your screen and watch a few of these games as we sort of talk through what we've already played. So here's what I have open right now. I've played the Florida Gators -3. I've played Siena Saints +19.5. I have played Vanderbilt +1.5. I have played the over in Merrimack and Cincinnati. I have played the Hoosiers live at 8.5 and the Presbyterian Blue Hose live at 8.5. Then I think there's even a couple more because I have 2 more. I played I definitely missed. Okay, no, those are old. Pending. Yeah, there we go. South Carolina Gamecocks, Winthrop Eagles over 133.5, Chattanooga Gardner Webb over 136.5, and then the Tennessee State Tigers +13.5. So what do you got, Moose? What do you have down? And then
so we'll I'm actually seeing one play right now that might be a go-to now live.
I want an alarm. Like I want to be like, whoop, like play. Like so we can interrupt.
Wright State. Wright State's going on right now. I think we have a play on the under, a very quick start for the second half. And I think the under is a play on what units we should put on these. Tyler, I keep it small, to be honest with you. I go about 1 to a little bit under 1. This is fun, but some days like Tuesdays, Saturdays, Thursdays, there's so many games where if I just play if I lose, I lose, and I can live with myself. Bankroll management's huge. I'm not putting 6 units on a game and expecting big things. This is fun for me, but I like this Wright State under 175.5. That's a lot of points. I know they're a good offense, but let's see, Wright State. If you can pull up what they are right now on the screen, because I think we're cooking.
Sorry. I just got an interesting message from Santa Claus.
The real Santa Claus?
The ShotQuality Santa Claus.
Oh, actually, hold on. That's not updated. So I don't know because it's 54-54 live right now.
Okay.
We have 43. So it's maybe best not to touch it just in case.
Nope. Definitely always be verifying. Make sure. And look, it's very obvious. Like you want to know the score. You go to the sports book. You try to place your bet. If the score is different. You got to just, say, dang, that shot quality. And obviously, like we have our entire team sitting here. But huge slates like this tax the data I guess, processing. So when you have 20 games on, it's more likely to see a timing pause. So, make sure that, games line up pretty close to what you see on the screen, and that'll keep you safe. But I did, look, here's what we're going to do. Michael, who actually asked about the ShotQuality full membership, we have gone ahead and updated Santa has come through, essentially. You now have full access to every game. And if anybody else is interested in that, we have a few people we're going to choose if you drop your email in the comments. So if you want to see what it's like to have every ShotQuality Live Score, just drop your email in the comments. We'll choose a few people. We'll update your account. We'll shoot you a message, let you know. But Michael, you're number one on the list. Happy holidays. Enjoy the full onslaught of ShotQuality Live data for a little bit on the house. And that's what we like. We want everybody here to see what it's like, to test it out, to get their hands dirty. That's what the show's about. So drop those emails and let's make a couple more bets. Moose.
Happy holidays there, Tyler. I'm waiting for this Miami game to update. It is starting to slowly update.
Miami, Ohio, you're talking about?
Yeah, it's still. It's 54.
We gotta just try to find more stuff. Is New Mexico State, Stephen F. Austin live? Because
I think it is actually. It's 17 to 22, so it's right there. But we're talking a game that the over's looking good. Also, the ShotQuality play of the day. Greensboro is coming back now a little bit on a high point, but they were down 10 at the half in a game where they were up 1 at the half, and the ShotQuality score kind of sucks for our game. But hey, that's college basketball for you.
That is college basketball. And look, again, the ShotQuality pick of the day is about winning over time, which we have continued to do. I can't find. There's too many games on, Musa. I literally am scrolling through and I'm struggling. And it causes me to waste time because I'm going to need a live betting assistant. Someone DM me. It's only half a joke. But let's try to find this because I do really like it. I do really like this SFA over. So if you can beat me to it, go ahead, take it at whatever you can find it at. It's the right play based on these ShotQuality numbers. You can see both teams expect to be scoring a serious amount of points. My computer just thought I said called the Apple help assistant because I said serious. So that's
I was going to say, where'd you go? I will say
my mic dropped out because I said the word serious and it pulled up the thing on my computer. So sorry.
Florida not looking great. Presbyterian not looking great. Tennessee State looking good. The overs in our 2 Winthrops and Chattanooga games looking good.
Nice.
So a mixed bag so far. A mixed bag.
A lot of time left, my friend.
Oh yeah, ton of time left. That's the
time left. And especially taking those big dogs. There's plenty that can happen. I can't find this game. That's really sad. All right, I'm gonna move on. And that can happen. This still looks like it's Vanderbilt. Still maybe some time to get in here. Expect to be winning by 6, losing by 3. This still looks like an over. Expecting that second half shot making to kind of come around. Maybe some more free throws. Troy, Mississippi. Troy kind of hanging tough. Nothing here. This is very, very, very accurate. Miami, Ohio, Wright State, we said timing issue. Queens of Charlotte, Mercer, we're seeing a very solid spot to get in on Queens here, Musa.
Yes, we are. I'm going to make sure it is updating because I think that is the biggest thing right now, honestly. And it is not updated. It's missing 4 points on Mercer right now. Again, you can make the argument that a couple possessions won't make that much of a difference in ShotQuality score, but sometimes it does, honestly.
Let's not make that argument.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, no, I definitely would never bet unless I had the actual data accurate at the time that it's ready to go. So I can live with the decisions I make.
The software until we continue to soup up what our data processing can do, which all these games at once is still pretty good. ShotQuality, this is our second full season doing this. So as a betting company, so this has been really good. This product is something that I literally was chatting with our CEO over beers a year and a half ago, and now we're sitting here using it. So the quickness.
Nice invite. Dude,
interrupt me.
I said nice invite. I can't get over the freaking Miami of Ohio not updating, but the over in what's that game we took where it was 17 to 27? Merrimack of Cincinnati, they've scored 25 points in 5 minutes. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
They have almost more points right now than they did in the first half.
Hey, that's music to my ears, Musa.
Tennessee State also is up.
Yeah.
On Indiana State.
Yeah.
Florida.
Let's go.
Ooh, okay. A nice little 7-2 run for Florida. They were just down 12. They're back within 6. A lot of basketball left in that game. All
right, we haven't gotten to a couple of these games here. Stetson FIU, nothing doing. We talked that. We talked Siena. They're maybe going to mount a comeback. I don't have a lot of faith. They're probably another team where you're like.
That was a you thing.
I know. And maybe I didn't realize. I was literally sitting here talking about how bad they were, Moose. So I probably should have listened to myself. Those bottom 20 teams are just so tough to trust. Like they can just massively underperform every night. They're that bad. This one's another spot. I'm not really going to go touch Coppin. I would love to, but you're probably getting like 35 points.
Unfortunately, I think we're frozen on quite a bit of games here, Justin.
Oh, that's so bad. I'm sorry, everybody. From the depths of my heart, that's not what we want here.
No.
Some new games are coming in. We'll keep reloading. But let's find these games. Let's make sure that when we talk about them, Stephen F. Austin, this kind of just interestingly jumped. Vanderbilt, we already bet. Winthrop, we already bet. Troy, man, I'm not touching that one. Mississippi, man, how is this team doing this? 10-0. One of the luckiest teams on shot quality right now, and I am probably going to keep losing money as long as they stay lucky. Because look at this. This isn't even luck, so I can't even talk shit. But okay. Wright State, I think this one's frozen. Queens, unfortunately, frozen.
I'm showing the same. Great. I'm showing the Queens game on the screen. Is that what you have as well right now?
No, sorry. I didn't move tabs. That's my bad. Please, if that feels stagnant, someone bother me in the comments. Hey, let's go. Appreciate you, Jake. We'll be here every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:45. You don't have to take every single pick, but we like to think that this data is pretty sharp. Like the fun thing about it has been that even when we do it off air, we continue to get reinforcement. Musa has been posting in the Discord. If you want to come and just hang out in the Discord, it's pretty easy. It's a really, really easy link. It's discord.gg/shotquality. And you can hang out with us there. You can see us in the flat. I don't even know. You can just hit us up, be like, what do you got today? What's the shot?
You're in Arizona, you can see me in the flesh.
Man, come to Colorado, Musa. Let's hang out. Or come to New York. But of course, every day we'll drop the ticker, 7:45. We'll be here every week, twice a week doing this. And, I try a Saturday, but man, this is not exactly easy to juggle. I think that's part of the fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying watching us decipher this all live. Of course, it's a lot easier when you're focusing on a few games when, Miami, Ohio updated. We're getting to that point in the show. We only have about 10 minutes left where it's starting to get a little close here. This feels off. I'm a little concerned. So I'll stay away from that. That's a massive.
And I will say, when I first brought it up, when it was right around being on time,
hadn't updated. I'm guessing
it was 175.5 on the live. Now it's 184. So I'm still starting to think just nobody's playing defense there. I will say the Stephen F. Austin game has updated, and that's the game you were talking about.
184. That's crazy.
Dude, that's an over. That is what it is right there at that point.
Yeah, I'm not touching it. Sometimes games get to that state where it's like, all right, this is actually happening. And I think there's such a.
You're not touching Stephen in Miami.
No. It's not. Shot quality is like a language. I call it a language, and you sort of learn to understand it. You learn to sort of pinpoint when teams are like legitimately playing badly, and then and maybe have no chance of regressing. And certain teams are going to have that more often than not. I think part of the reason that we made the standard membership the way we did is because this works really, really well when you watch the game right next to having it open. Right? When you are looking at the shots being taken, and then you on top of that, and the score, and you on top of that understand the value of them using the companion, right? So you hyper focus in on a game, you can pinpoint a run that maybe was lucky, and that's when you know to get in on the other side. That's what I think the optimal use is.
I think I'm still going to jump in on the Stephen F. Austin line.
You are?
Well, dude, it's not even the second half yet. I know they're struggling to score, but we're talking like in the next – dude, there's a chance that Shot Quality predicts that they should have scored 80 points in the first half. I know they won't come anywhere close to that, but damn, you might get a juicy line in the second half, like 100 to be the over. And at that point, I Stephen F's got players, and I know New Mexico State had to cancel their season last year, and they've gone through some stuff. But
they're also aren't they coming off that big game where they like gave in-state rival New Mexico a real run for their money?
I know they covered the spread. They lost by 2, I think.
Yeah, this feels like they're just sitting in like a letdown spot, and they're I don't know.
Yeah, but all it takes
I don't have a line here.
Hoorah at the half. Let's get our and go play some.
Say?
All it takes is one little, halftime speech, and they get rolling. I'm gonna wait till it's half just so I know it's completely updated for sure. I know yesterday I was playing the Discord for an under, and it hadn't updated completely, and I realized I was off on the numbers. Naturally, of course, the under hit by like 22 points.
I mean, I think the verification is when the scores match. You're pretty much good. So I have 1728 on my app. It means that SF Austin's about to hit a 3. Maybe even give us a better position here. So I'm going to do it. Let's get another bet in. It's been like 5 minutes, and I don't really want there to be like 5 minutes without a bet too much. So Stephen F. Austin, we're going to take the New Mexico State Aggies against them. I'm getting plus 14.5, and we are going to take that at minus 112. Minus 115 on all these is fine. Maybe think twice at minus 120, minus 125. I probably would just wait. Like there's really
if you line shop, you should be able to avoid that.
Yeah. Or I'm not only line shop, but time shop, right? There's another unique aspect to live betting where you're not just shopping for the line, you're shopping for the best time to get in. It's very unique. So if you see a minus 125 on a line you like, there could be a very real reason to wait the 5 seconds. Even if you lose a point, it could come back. You find the point that you want to get in at. Like anything else, you're going to gain a lot of experience by sort of testing it out. So
yeah, I'm gonna wait for the half on that one to take the over. But just while we're looking at stuff to recap what we have, and tell me if I forget anything. Florida, who gave up, I was down 9 at one point in the second half. They're only down 5, so they're right there with our bet. Presbyterian down 15, looking good.
Yep.
Merrimack, Cincinnati, they have scored a good amount of points. I don't know what the live line is, but it feels good just looking at it. Tennessee State down 2. What'd you get Siena out? They're down 22. Get them at 19, was it?
Yeah.
Winthrop, South Carolina, a good amount of points. It is projected at 133.5. We got in at 134, so it's right there on the line.
It's right there.
Yep. Chattanooga, Gardner-Webb is projected 147.5. We got in at 137, so 10 more than expected. That's going well. Let's see any other lines. I know you took some other games. You took Vandy, correct?
I did. Yes. I can't wait to have this document so that we can get it like more and more right. This is only the second live show, guys. So first of all, from Musa and I and everybody at ShotQuality, thank you for making this like such an instant success. Like the feedback, the amount of people watching it, it's been so clear that this is something that you guys all want to see. So we're going to be here. We're going to keep souping it up. We're going to keep making it better. Who knows how often Santa comes through from now to the holiday. But the idea here is to continue to show that this data is unique and can give you an edge when you're playing live. So,
hey, I got the numbers to back it. I got the bet slips to back it.
I know.
I have my fair share of losers. Got a great amount of winners. It's a lot of fun, too. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. This has made the college basketball season so much fun because pregame betting, to me, can sometimes be a lot. And I know a lot of the best handicappers, they put the guys we have, especially between you, 3-point sniper, Max, you guys put in so much work, write-ups, numbers.
Yeah.
You can just I like doing
the
that.
Games to start and do better.
Yeah, it's sometimes a lot, and I get that. And for some people, it is a lot. But this, I know players on all these teams. I love college basketball. Sometimes it's tough to pregame find the edge in a line where Vegas is sharp. You guys do it. Some of us aren't as good at it. But this is way better because I'm getting real data.
What week you ask
the game.
So I'm coming off a rough week. I'm pretty sure I've been treading water. I'm minus 2 units in the last 7 days. So it's nothing. It's not easy. I think the most important thing about betting is knowing that you're going to lose a lot, and you just need to win a little bit more than you lose. And that's what the pros set out to do. If you have a 3% ROI, a 53.5% win rate, over long term, that's so sustainable. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting show here. Being here every Tuesday, Thursday. I think is the banner still running? It's probably still running. So you guys know. And then of course you visit ShotQualityBets.com and access the Live Score Center. We will post all of the bet results the minute that they start coming in. Maybe, I mean, if you guys really want to sit here and like watch us sweat, maybe that could be something we add down the road. It's just, I feel like it would be a little bit of just like literally watching us sweat, which could be great. But the goal here is we are looking for nice value on the board that the ShotQuality Live Score Center just points out for us. There's not much to it. And if we can sit here during the games, live betting it, I'm not watching games. We're not like keyed in on one. This is a very unique experiment. I don't think many people will do it this way. I would hope you at home take a little bit more of a less hectic approach, maybe tuning in on 3 or 4 you really like, opening up, a few tabs. You get your New Mexico State open, you get your Queens of Charlotte open, you get your Gardner Webb open. Like that's what I have here, and I can literally bop back and forth between all of them, come back here, change the view a little bit. Of course, the normal view is a little bit less focused. We're doing a show here, we're just showing one on the screen at a time. But you can scroll through. You can even get down to a lot on the screen. You could have 2 screens up. There's no limit here. So let's do a last little sweep, Moose. Let's see.
And I want to emphasize too, when I'm doing live betting every single day,
every single day.
Yeah, if I'm busy, like I got to do something, I got a fiance, I got a dog, I got a life, I got things to do, I will not live bet because I got to look at the numbers, have multiple apps open, check to make sure the score is right. Like if I'm doing other things, it's best to just take a step back. And I like doing it, but it's best to take a step back and wait until I'm in front of the computer or I have some time to sit down on my phone, pull up a couple apps, look at it. If I don't have that time, March is a ways away. Like we're good. Trust me, we're good.
We appreciate you guys too. This is going to be such a fun show to be here and do twice a week. And just literally we chose Tuesdays and Thursdays because there's always a really nice, let's go. There's always a really nice slate. So we're going to have a lot of action. Hopefully it's always going to be a nice bit. Maybe sometimes we'll shift if we think an 8 p.m. slate's better, but we'll recap every game on Discord. We'll post it on YouTube. We'll be totally transparent about what happened. We'll maybe even get Musa analyzing what went wrong or what went right. But again, this is the ShotQuality Live BetCast. It's 7:45 to 8:30 every Tuesday and Thursday. Maybe don't tell your friends because you're going to lose your edge, but please do. Please tell them about this. This is something we're so excited about here at ShotQuality. This live data is the next generation of betting on basketball. There's just no doubt about it. We've shown it time and again. Look, Musa, I love you. You've been absolutely killing it. This is the best betting run you've been on since we brought you onto the team, right? I have been so impressed how you've used this stuff. I'm excited for people to jump in the Discord and ask you questions. You're my live betting guru. I got 14, 15 plays I'm going to go sweat out live. We appreciate every single one of you. Musa, you got anything to wrap it up? I don't think your audio is coming through well. I don't know if I was the only one who heard you talking that was totally broken up. But
now, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now.
With the wire a little bit, I'm cutting in and out. I don't know why, but yeah, gonna go sweat out 8 plays. It's gonna be fun.
Let's do it. We'll post everything we have on our Twitters. Make sure you follow us. I'm Justin Perry 8. That's Alec Musa. This is the ShotQuality Bets Live Score BetCast. We're figuring it out literally in the moment, but we love you guys. We appreciate you all for tuning in. Toasty, you're my guy. This is the ShotQuality Live BetCast. We'll see you on Thursday.